Thank you very much. What better way to celebrate an anniversary than to have one of our Monster Appraise-a-thons, which is what we're doing here at the Chicago Riverfront Antique Mart. Now, hundreds of people have come out to say hello, to have items appraised. If you don't think they're passionate about this, let me show you what they were doing when you were having your first cup of coffee. Here they are, 8 o'clock in the morning, hundreds of people lining up to come in and see if their items are worth trash or treasure. Not only that, Claire Carter has a bunch of people in the apartment. They're going to have items appraised. And in addition to that, we're going to be showing you some moments of, well, some of our favorite moments of our first year. So you guys ready to have an appraise-a-thon? Yeah! All right. Our first anniversary show coming to you live from Chicago. It's Personal FX.
Old soldiers never die.
It is a very exciting day here at FX. There's a birthday cake. I don't know, it's a birthday or is it an anniversary? What are we describing this as? It's both. It's our birthday, it's our anniversary. Happy first birthday, and thanks to all of you for watching this past year. We've had a great time, and in fact, we're celebrating with the Appraise-a-thon. We've got folks in the apartment with items to be appraised. It just happens we have somebody here whose birthday it is. We have somebody else here whose anniversary it is. Happy anniversary to you, Sharon. How many years have you been married?
5 years.
5 years, that's great. And it's your birthday?
Yes,
Lisa,
hi, Claire.
happy birthday to her. Well, you know what? We have cake. Would you like a piece of cake? We can cut it. Can we bring in some plates and a knife and cut them a piece of cake?
Oh, boy.
Okay. Now, you get to watch the show?
Every day.
That's wonderful.
I tape it for my parents. They don't get it where they live, and I do it weekly and drop it off at their house.
We have to do something about the fact that they don't get it where they
it's only
live.
a few towns away. I don't know, the cable company, I guess.
Complain.
Yeah.
You decided to celebrate your birthday here?
Certainly. It's the best place to be.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, we're glad you're here. We're going
Thank you.
to appraise your items.
Thanks.
And let's see, we have a married couple here. It's not your anniversary.
No.
Okay, Bob and Jeanette, how long have you been married?
20.
Oh, cake. How much?
Thank you. 27 years.
27 years? Mm-hmm. That is terrific.
Long time.
And what have you collected during that time?
Oh, lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Plus kids.
How many kids did you collect?
4.
Oh, all right. Well, we've collected some items here. The cake is the only thing that is not up for sale, that's for sure. We plan to digest it by the end of the show and consume it. Our number, though, is 212-802-0082. We've got lots of items to see today, a big appraise-a-thon in Chicago. And remember that number in case you're interested in making an offer on something that's up for sale. John, a lot of excitement there. Please say hello and thank you to everybody in Chicago.
All right, we have some business to take care of. Claire says hello and thank you. And we don't have cue cards, I swear. Claire, they're doing this on their own. No appraise-a-thon is complete without 4 really great appraisers, so we've dug up 4 of the best that you can find in the Chicago area. Let me introduce you to them. This is Betty Kolpus, who's with the American Society of Appraisers. Next to her is Greg Parker, who's with the Dunnings Auction House. Also from the Dunnings Auction House is Kevin Bunte. Did I say that right, Kevin?
Bunty.
Bunty. It's Bunty. I knew that was going to happen. Thanks a lot for showing up today. There's only one rule. Have fun, have fun, have fun. If you don't get the appraisal right, run real fast. That's what we have somebody else that's with us. June Johnson is with the American Society of Appraisers. Thanks for stopping by, June.
You're welcome.
And I see that you're all set to get the first one going. You have Connie Peterson. Connie, thanks for stopping by.
Hi.
Now, Connie has, it looks like a Cotton Club menu. Is that right?
It is wonderful.
It's from 1936.
Well, let me stand on this side here. That's going to be easy. There we go. Okay, it's from 1936.
1936.
Just
and
wonderful.
It's autographed with Cab Calloway. And my mother-in-law got it, and she saves everything.
All right, June, what do you think of that?
I think this is marvelous. This is absolutely marvelous. It has not only the menu, but the Cotton Club's cast. And they have 50 sepia stars and 50 copper-colored girls.
Well, just how marvelous is that, June?
Along with the clappers and the beaters, I would say anywhere from $600 to $700.
Look out! How's that for a start? Okay, all right.
Take good care of it.
Yeah, the pressure's on. Now, what do you think? You want to hold on to that or you want to sell?
Oh, no, I'll sell.
Oh, she's going to sell. You know what happens now? All these people are going to run out to the payphone. That's what's going to happen. So, Claire, this is just one of the many items that we're going to be looking at today. Tell me what's going on there in the apartment.
Oh, we're getting off to a great start. Well, John, I just cut some cake, and if I could pass it to you via television, it's got all the FX colors, and it looks pretty good.
Well, you know what, Claire? You don't have to pass it to me because we got one here in the crowd, and I'll find it for you.
Okay. Well, and we've got Judith and Alan here. Now, Judith Katz Schwartz, Alan Schramm, you've been here from the beginning. I wanted to give you each a piece of cake.
Oh.
Because anybody who watches the show knows that Alan not only looks forward to being an appraiser on the show, he looks forward to eating through the entire show.
That's true.
Throughout the show, though, we're going to be seeing some favorite moments. And I don't know if your favorite moments have to do with food or what, Alan.
I have a favorite moment,
What?
actually. It has nothing to do with food, but I remember we had somebody on the, what was his name, William Shatner?
Yes, that was the guy.
Yeah, somebody was talking about phone cards or something.
Yes.
Do you remember that day?
I do remember that day.
Do you?
In fact, I think we're going to be seeing a little clip from that day later
No,
on.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be
Was
fun.
that a favorite day?
Yeah.
What about you, Judith?
I remember once we were at a school and a bunch of children had brought in articles to show us what they collected, and there was a little boy with a Coca-Cola cooler, and when Alan told him the price, his face lit up the most adorable smile.
Guess what? I think we're going to see that one maybe
Oh,
later
terrific.
on. But my favorite moment was when John went surfing. Do you remember that day, the super collector of surfing? And I said, John, if you don't go surfing, can't get back to the show tomorrow. And John was trying to paddle, and I almost fell off the couch laughing. It was a great moment. We just love that. So we'll see some favorite moments. And back to John. John, that was one of my favorite moments, you surfing.
Yes, Claire, I know. You've made that clear. The first time I was taken in the water, I'll never forget it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun out in San Diego. Well, today we're here in Chicago, and we're with Betty Kolpus, one of our appraisers. And Betty, you collect rolling pins, is that right?
Long time ago I started, yeah. I love to cook.
Okay.
So that's where it started.
All right, well, right now we're with Laura, who has a hat from Doubles. You live here in Chicago?
Yes, I do. I live in Chicago. I purchased the hat before Michael came out of retirement. This would have been the last game that Michael Jordan played professionally.
Had he not come back.
Right, exactly. Had he not come back, and it was a nice buy. I thought.
Betty, what do you think of that?
It's a beautiful piece. Number one, you haven't owned it that long,
Right.
and appreciation hasn't had its chance to take place. But you, I understand, paid around $200
Right,
for it. So you're talking in that same range so far as the market is concerned right now. It has not appreciated
Right,
considerably.
right.
But in time, okay? But it's a beautiful thing.
So about
And of
what she
course-
paid for it, about $200?
About two, right.
Okay.
So it would be in that range, $2 to $250.
What do you think? You want to hold on to that, or you want to put it up for
I'll
sale?
put up for sale.
All right, all right. Thanks for coming by. We'll let you know.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, 2 for 2 here. Up next is Rachel, I believe, who's bringing all that thing in here. Rachel, yeah. All right.
I talked with Rachel before.
You talked with Rachel before. Oh, so you've done your homework. All right.
Well, I tried.
Been in the family a long time?
No, actually, my fiance and I picked it up at an auction.
Oh, okay. What do you think of this?
Well, what is your first name?
Rachel.
Rachel. Rachel and I discussed this before. Unfortunately, this piece has been taken down in a lot of ways. In height, it is not terribly old, but the height has been changed. It has been refinished down to bare wood, taking away from any patina or from the age that we all want when it's an antiquity. It also is a marriage being two pieces that never started out life together.
So what do you think as far as the value on this?
Not as much as she paid. I understood 200, probably somewhere in the vicinity of 60 to 75 only, unfortunately.
Ooh, great.
I'm sorry, I got to tell it the way it is.
I'll probably hold on to it, but I love it. It goes in the living room.
And
It's
that's
great.
the important thing.
And she loves it. All right, thanks for coming by. Thanks.
Sorry.
No, you got to tell the truth. You got to do it. All right, up next we have a sword, and it's Ella, is it?
Yes.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
I want to shake your hand before we're done here.
All right, we can do that.
Okay. The sword, I believe it was my mother-in-law's great-grandfather's, and we believe it's from the Civil War. There's some markings here that we can't make out all that well. You want me to take it out of the...
Well, without the proper equipment to look at it, it's going to be difficult. First of all, before what an item is its condition.
Okay.
Condition is paramount. Then other criterion come in, such as rarity, supply, demand, all those other things. Condition is number one.
I'm dying to take that out of the case. Can I take that out of the case real quick? Is that-
Sure,
all
why
right.
not?
Oh, all right. That's so much better. Okay, so condition is paramount.
Yeah. At this juncture, you don't have a particularly wonderful piece so far as condition. Anybody that's going to buy wants to buy the best they can of whatever it is. Around range 45 to 70.
$45 to $70. Help me put this thing back in there, will you? And now, what do you think? Do you want to hold on to this, or do you want to put it up for sale?
As far as my husband and my brother-in-law are concerned, we're accepting offers.
All right, you're going to accept offers. You want to shake hands? All right, thanks for coming by. We'll let you know. All right. Up next, we have David. Come on in, David. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Now you have an Oriental vase, is that right?
Yes, I do. I acquired this about 7 years ago. I got it at an estate sale, and I don't know what it is. I did get a story with it. The lady who sold it to me said that it was smuggled out of Poland during the war. Either her mother or her grandmother smuggled it out.
Oh, it's beautiful. What do you think of that?
Well, it's a very lovely piece. It's in nice condition. The stand is separated, but this is a matter of regluing. Dating, I would say she's, good on so far as probably no later than the 20s. All right?
Value, Betty?
Value somewhere in the 160 to 2.25.
What do you think? You want to hold on?
No, I'll take offers on it.
Good. We'll let you know. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right, up next we have Alice. Come on in, Alice. Alice, what do you got there?
The little nun.
Well, let me have you turn this the other way, if you would, there.
Okay, now, my daughter purchased it about 10 to 15 years ago at a shop.
Let's see your face, honey. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, tell me
you
what you
keep
think
talking.
of that. Tell me what you think of that there, Betty.
And she looked and she couldn't find any kind of markings on it, and she just
I
wondered.
think it's a D&D, all right, which would be the maker. Unfortunately, you do not have the box, completeness being one of the factors. She is not pristine. Probably somewhere in the vicinity of around $25, from 20 to say 35.
What do you think? You want to hold on to it, or do you want to put it up for sale?
She said she would take off hers.
All right, so we'll let you know.
I think you're
She's
great.
cute. Got a real
Everybody
cute
in
face.
Griffith, Indiana loves you.
Thank you. Tell them hello. Thank you very much. Well, Claire, these are just some of the items that we've been looking at. We have a lot more to get to, so stick around because there's more coming on from here. But what's going on there in the apartment?
Well, I'm enjoying seeing all of the wonderful faces. I want you to know Alan's finished his birthday cake. As you were doing the appraise-a-thons, Alan finished the whole piece. The Clean Plate Club, right, Alan?
I better protect mine because I'm thinking.
But it's Sharon's anniversary, and she's joining us right now. And a happy anniversary again.
Thank
What did you
you.
bring?
I don't even know if they belong together. I found them in a bag in a box.
A bag in a box?
In
Where
a
are
drawer
those?
in a workbench in my grandmother's basement. We were cleaning out the basement. My parents are selling the house. And I just wanted to bring both in case they did belong together. I have no idea where they came from.
Well, let's help you out here.
Yeah.
I don't think they do belong together.
But I think the glasses are great.
Yeah, the glasses are terrific. They're some kind of driving glass. They have these side panels, that's to keep you from
I
getting
think
hit
it's
with
an
dust.
I think it's an early driving glass.
Early driving, how early?
Oh, I would have to
Probably-
probably say 20s, maybe.
Yeah, maybe even earlier. Someone was driving around in a Model T and they didn't have closed cabs, and you had to protect yourself from dust and
bugs
and things. So you had these side screens over here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
And this,
This is very unusual. This actually, the only thing that makes me think that it's not an item that was used by people in Disneyland exclusively is that the fact that they went through to copyright it and it was manufactured and they went through, it wasn't like it was something that I think they made like 10 pieces of.
I think that you're right, and I also. I don't think that it was something that was actually used by the chief engineer, because I don't think they would market this.
But I think it's a souvenir. But I think it's right. I don't think it would actually fix the railroad with this.
Yeah, I think it's a souvenir.
If they did, I would.
Now, what
really
price
like
would you fix each one of these at?
I'd probably say this is unusual, and I think this could probably fetch $75 because it's so unusual.
$75 to $100, because it's not a common souvenir. We haven't
Yeah,
seen
very
it,
unusual. And I think the glasses, I'd say at least $75 too.
$125 for these glasses. They're in excellent shape.
Yeah, they look cool. Yeah.
And they belong to someone with not good eyesight either. The lenses are really big.
Well, would you like to put them up for sale and go out and buy yourself an anniversary gift?
Yeah,
with the money, or-
absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much
you.
for being here. And happy anniversary to your husband
Thanks
as
so
well.
much.
And John's got so much excitement in Chicago. I love the energy in that room, John.
Yeah, and a lot of neat items, too. This is Vince Ambrose, who has a Motley Crue Platinum Record Award that he wants to have appraised, and he's going to have it appraised by Kevin. Kevin, what do you think of this?
Well, it's a double platinum album. It was given to a David Bither. He was the general manager at Elektra Records, I found out. So it wasn't one of the top players in the band. It's still worth some money. It's probably $500 to $700.
$500 to $700? Do you want to put that up for sale?
Oh, let's sell it.
All right, you want to sell it, okay. And you want to say hello to Claire?
I want to say hello to Claire and Pat.
All right, there it is. All right, Claire, more items to be appraised here from Chicago on our first anniversary of Personal FX.
Karen Bryant and the crew of Sound Effects, they're not paid to endorse the products they use. They're just users of the products they endorse. Sound Effects, every night at 11:10 Central, only on FX.
You can help your neighbors when they can't help themselves.
FX wants you to take a stand.
I'm John Davis in Charleston, South Carolina, where a program called Neighbors Labors helps elderly homeowners who don't have the financial or physical resources to make necessary repairs on their homes. Neighbors Labors is a partnership between the Preservation Society of Charleston along with local business and neighborhood organizations. Now what they do is they adopt a house that needs work. Along with AmeriCorps volunteers, they work on the house to fix it up, mostly with donated materials. The results are wonderful for both the homeowners and the communities who stop the deterioration of the neighborhoods, but also learn about teamwork and cooperation in the process. You can start a program like Neighbors Labors in your community. Start by organizing a letter writing campaign to your local officials or neighborhood organizations. Don't wait to take action.
Take a stand! Stop the anger and neighborhood destruction. Take a stand.
John,
Yes,
we just passed over a real expensive piece over there.
Coca-Cola cooler.
Come on. That's great.
What, your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris, what do you got here?
Coca-Cola cooler.
And where'd you get it?
My dad gave it to me.
He gave it to you?
He just gave him about $350. That's what it's worth.
This is worth about $350. Not bad, huh?
All
Not bad.
smiles, John.
That was pretty funny,
Was
wasn't it?
that a winning smile, or is that a winning smile? That was great.
cute.
And I love the fact that children so much love to collect as well. But you know what? We just got a fax, hot off the fax machine, kind of like a birthday card here from Linda Spangler from Oklahoma City, thanking us for a year of great programming, to someone with impeccable taste, stunning good looks, and a fabulous personality. Thank you very much, Linda. We appreciate this. I like a fax card.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. And we've got lots of great items and all these people in Chicago out for our Praise-a-thon. So a reminder about our number 212-802-0082. Write it down and use it for the items up for sale. And let's go back to Chicago, John, because people are eagerly awaiting.
Eagerly awaiting to find out what their items are worth. We're back with Greg Parker, by the way, who is our next appraiser. Greg, you collect books?
Oh, I have a few books, John.
About 1,200 is what I heard.
Well, a few.
Okay. Up next we have Barbara, who brought along somebody for moral support. You brought along your niece?
My niece, Darlene, right.
Okay. Now, Greg, they have a cigarette holder. Tell me what you think of that.
Yes, they do. And the cigarette holder's in the form of a dragon, probably used as a party favor back in the 20s when a lot of people smoked. We didn't know what we know today. These are available in the marketplace. They're really under $100 item, but you can find these at auctions and around for $75, $100.
Okay, ladies, what do you think? You want to put that up for sale or you want to hold on to it?
I'll take bids.
You'll take bids. All right, that's shrewd.
Hopefully.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
thanks for
All right, up
coming
next
out.
we have, yeah, let me have you walk that way. Janice, I believe. Is that right? Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Janice has, if I'm not mistaken, a stiff bear?
A stiff bear, right. Denoted by the button in the ear, a kind of a traditional mark of the stiff bear. Again, with the ribbon. And are you a teddy bear collector?
No.
Are you a fan of teddy bears?
No. No, we just happened to come across it at a garage sale,
Okay.
you know, and I thought that's going to be good piece.
Yeah.
You know?
The stiff bears you'll find available in the marketplace, 75, 125, some 150 to 2 1/4, depending on size. You know, I have a lot of books, but I can't keep everything up here. But in that range, and it's a cute little bear.
So this one is worth exactly how much?
75 to 125.
You want to put that up for sale?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yes, I'll entertain
It's such a
bids.
cute bear.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot
Thanks
for
for
stopping by.
coming.
Up next we have Jen with, what kind of doll is this?
This is Ricky, Skipper's friend. He was my mom's when she was little, 1964.
What do you think of that?
We did have a Skipper collectible doll sale, and at auction, these have been bringing anywhere from $125 to $200 in that range. And you do have the original box with the stand, which is very important. I'd have to check to see that the clothing is original to the piece, but we would all like to have had those dolls that we played with, you know, and other items.
So
that
we're
we
looking
would
at
have
about
now.
up to $200 here.
Up to $200 here.
Hold on to
for
that. Put that
Ricky.
up for sale. What do you think?
We'll entertain offers.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for
a lot.
coming out.
All right, up next we have Paige, and Paige has a head base, right?
It looks like Lucille Ball, but
It
we're
sure
not
does.
sure, so.
Well, it could indeed be a Lucille Ball piece from the the marking.
Let me see what you were looking there on the bottom. Can I see that again there?
Sure.
There, okay.
Where it's marked, and someone, of course, put a price on it, perhaps at their sale or it's somewhere along the way. Either be called a vase, or frequently they're referred to as a character jug or mug. You know, it could be either. And Lucille has become more collectible over the years. You will find character jugs ranging from $50 to $125 in the marketplace. Lucille's become more collectible, so you're probably in the neighborhood of $100.
$100, yes, no?
We'll take some offers on it. And see
All
what
right,
we
we
got.
will let you know. Thanks for bringing that by. Appreciate that. All right, Bob. Bob has got himself, let me guess, it's a wooden horse. Is that right, Bob?
You got it. You got it, Jim.
All right, what do you think here?
It's a unicorn, I think.
Oh, it's a unicorn. Okay.
Yes, most likely without the top. Tell me about your horse. Tell me how you came to buy it.
It was one of the larger department stores here in Chicago. It was used as a display piece, and then later they decided to sell it and at an exorbitant price. And sat around for a while, and then they came down in price, and I decided to purchase it.
It's a beautiful piece, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's got some of the original paint still on it, some of the splitting, again, demonstrating the age of the wood. Still difficult to say exactly what its original use was for. Frequently, store fixtures and displays, things are purchased from display companies and people who travel the nation and find some of the unusual items. In terms of the quality and the carving of the piece, it's an interesting animal, but with the current damage, you're probably $200 to $300 range for it.
All right, Bob, what do you think? You want to put that up for sale? Or?
I'll keep it with my toys.
You do that. You do that. Thanks a lot for coming by. Really appreciate that. Claire, items. Are you guys having fun yet? Yeah. Just checking there, Claire. Lots more coming to you from the Antique Mart here in Chicago.
They were having fun even before the show began, John. They're going to have fun after the show. A lot of people in the selling spirit today as well.
Having a party there.
Lisa, it's your birthday, so let's do an appraisal, a birthday appraisal.
Thank you very much.
And tell us about this lamp of yours.
This is a lamp my grandfather carved. He was a master sculptor and woodworker, and he acquired his schooling in Germany.
What talent.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a
This
beautiful
is
deco
gorgeous.
piece.
Thanks.
Very deco looking. I mean, it has all the curved lines and even the shade.
Let the camera also get in on
Let me
different
move my
shapes
cake
here.
for a second.
I don't know
Hold
if
on,
everyone
The
can see
third piece
this.
of cake, Alan. Who's counting?
This is an incredible job of carving. This is so hard to do.
He carved this in the late 30s.
I think that...
Yes, it looks like the 30s. It's definitely the style of the 30s.
Do you have other pieces of his?
Yeah, actually, well, we grew up with all this stuff all over the house.
And one easy way, I'm sorry to
That's
interrupt, to tell the age of pieces, look at the hardware that's used, the sockets that they use. It's all the plug. Yeah? If you could take a look right in here, you'll take a look, and these are all the old pieces that they used 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. And if you find it with new pieces in it, it could be an old lamp that was replaced, but if you find them with the original stuff, it just gives it right away.
It's a
to the age
porcelain
of it.
socket in there,
Yeah.
and that's not used anymore.
And the craftsmanship is what we were talking about here.
The craftsmanship
It's terrific.
is terrific. It's beautiful.
I'd say $500 to $700 for this piece at least.
I'd say maybe even $800. Because it's just
Because with a work of art, it could be a lot more depending on if somebody
It's
really
beautiful.
loves it.
It's great.
Now, you have other pieces of his at home.
Oh, yeah.
Would this one ever put up for sale?
no.
Or is it in the family? It's a family
No,
heirloom.
Great piece.
It is beautiful and a good choice.
Thank
And
you.
a very happy birthday.
Thanks.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
happy
sharing
birthday.
it with us. And back to, we got more action going on in Chicago, John.
That's right, Claire. We even have a twofer for you right now. Betty is going to take a look at Aaron's Miss Beasley and Kathy's Buffy. Did I get those names right? Yes,
That's right.
All right, two people from the same show. Tell me what you think they're worth there.
We're cut short in time. This is Mrs. Beasley. She does not have her original box, but she's adorable. Her glasses may be replacement. Value somewhere between $35 to $55, $60. Then we've got Buffy. Unfortunately, she doesn't have her original clothes, the box. This is going to really devalue her somewhere in the range of $20 to $35.
Up for sale? Yes, no?
No, I'm keeping her.
You gonna know?
Oh, I'll keep her.
You guys keep them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And how's this for a shameless plug? You can see Family Affair on FX. Had to get that out of the way. Hey, listen, we have more items to be appraised, but first, here's one of my favorite moments from the past year.
I don't even, I'm so sorry. I don't even like things that are hot.
Good, good.
And stay
How
away
is
from
it?
the Daves.
Oh, God. Oh, oh, God.
Well, Claire,
Oh, John.
Bread.
Bread. Where's the bread? Oh, John, you got me back.
Is your pet lifeless, listless, woofless? Rejuvenate your pet daily on FX at the Pet Department Spa. Your pet will discover the value of vigorous exercise and a high-fiber diet. Journey with spiritual leader Steve, our pet guru. Learn enlightening remedies from Dr. Larry, and don't forget material pleasures. We've got what's hot. Get pampered with body massage, maybe a new do, and meet fascinating friends in group therapy. Don't stress, relax with the Pet Department every day at 3:30, 2:30 Central on FX. See the benefits.
What's all this I hear about FX? Can a new cable channel really be that different? It's more of an interactive network. Did you know that you can email in to this channel?
I had no idea.
That's awesome. We totally use our email.
Techno, TV kind of thing.
Look at all the faxes we got.
Dear Back Chat, right before Back Chat comes on, I wash my face
with an apricot and sea kelp facial scrub.
Wow. Heather should do that here.
FX, FX.
FX1.
I think that at least your voice can be heard, you know.
I like to participate. It's fun.
FX. It's out there.
Here's that dolphin you've been waiting for.
Welcome back to Personal FX and our first anniversary show where a lot of people have brought a lot of items to be appraised here at our Appraise-a-thon. Some people have even brought people. Ron Davidson brought Mr. T. We're going to find out what this is worth coming up next. But right now, Claire Carter has a quick recap.
A quick recap. John, everything is up for sale in Chicago. Well, let's tell you about what's up for sale here in the apartment. We have that very interesting oil can. When do we think it dates back to?
I'd probably say 50s.
Back to 50s, worth anywhere from $75 to $100. And it's a property of
Disneyland.
Disneyland, all right. And then we have the old-fashioned glasses. Now those date way back.
Yeah, maybe early
maybe
teens.
1890s, turn of the century.
And what I love about it
up to
is
the 20s.
for dust and whatever, you have the side vents.
Yeah, they're really
here.
Little screens on the
Yeah,
side.
little screens. We're at $75 to $125. Keep those flies out of your eyes.
Keep
and
the
whatever.
flies out of your eyes.
So, oh, that rhymed. All right. Anyway, our number to call is 212-802-0082. But I love hearing all of the applause in Chicago as they get ready for the next Appraise-a-thon appraisals.
The excitement, Claire, is blowing the roof off the building.
Yes.
We're just going to have to put it back when we're done, I guess. Right now, we're back with June Johnson, and you are a pack rat?
I was born one.
You're born one. All right. Well, let's put you to the test here. We got Ron Davidson with Mr. T. And Ron, what if she gets this wrong?
Well, a bit of the fool. A bit of the fool.
That's what I'm looking for. All right. June, tell me what you think.
Well, this has two things going for it. It's a cutout figure, more than, well, I don't know if it's more than life size, but life size. And advertising cereal. So it's cereal collectors, advertising collectors, and Mr. T collectors. So you have a lot of things going for you. But I don't think in value you have too much going for you. I would say it's between 35 and 60.
35, 60, what do you think? You want to put it up for sale or hold on to it?
Well, take offers.
Take offers.
Sure.
All right, we'll let you know. Thanks for bringing that by. Appreciate that. All right, up next we have Leanne, and I can't wait to find out what this is. This is a milk glass spice jars. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks for coming by. What do you think?
I think it's great. And all the lids look like they're in great shape.
It has the little shakers on the inside.
Uh-huh. I would say 35 to 50.
$35 to $50. What do you think? You want to? That's for the whole set?
Yes.
Okay. You want to put that up for sale?
Oh, no, this goes to my set.
That was 3 no's. Oh, no. All right. Thanks for bringing that by, Leanne. All right. Up next we have Rita with a crazy quilt, right?
I do. Well, we need somebody to hold it up.
All right. We can do that. Tim, you want to come over here and unfold this thing? Man, this thing is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go. All right.
And it is a crazy quilt. These are silk and velvet, but what they were is to show the prowess of the stitcher who could do these fancy stitches. And this is in exceptionally good condition. And with the 1933 World's Fair piece in there, Chicago identification.
So what do you think?
I would say $500 to $700.
$500 to $700. What do you think? You want to hold on to that? Put it up for sale?
Well, I'll think about it. For sale.
So it's up for sale.
Oh, sure.
All right, good. She's gonna. All right, that's good.
Don't fold it the same way twice.
Okay. Don't fold it the same way twice.
No, you should always.
Oh, now you got us in all kinds of trouble here, June.
Well, it's because the silk deteriorates.
Oh, the silk deteriorates. All right, well, we got people over there to help you fold that thing. Thanks for coming by. We'll let you know. Thanks. All right, who do we have next? We have Laura. Laura, come on in. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for stopping by. You have looks like Beatles models.
Yeah.
Beatles models.
They're still sealed in the plastic inside.
Wow.
They've never been put together. Ringo's got a little water damage, but
So we got Ringo and Paul here.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you
looking
think?
for the other two.
Oh, she's looking for the other two. What do you think?
125 to 150 each.
Oh, that ain't bad. You're looking for the other two, but do you want to put these up for sale, or do you want?
I don't think so. I have two more just like this that I might work out in some sort of trade if anyone's interested.
Super collector in the making. We'll be at your house tomorrow. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, Dolores, come on in. You have what kind of bowl is that?
It's I call it a casserole dish.
Well, it's a covered vegetable.
Oh, covered vegetable. Okay. Yeah, I would have said casserole too. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Well, I have to look at it. You have to look and see if it's marked. Okay, it's Tresseman and Voigt, T&V, made in Limoges area of France. They're a very well-known area because of the kaolin that they made china out of. This is part of a dinner set, and probably, and it's in good shape. I don't see any chips or cracks. 30 to 35 maybe.
30 to 35. You want to hold on to that? Put it up for sale? You're going to hold on to it? That's because you've been serving the wrong thing in it all this time. Now you can go home and thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. And we also have Henny Miles. Is that correct?
Oh,
And
I've
Henny
been
now
waiting to see this.
Yeah, tell me about this. This is a girls' Lionel train. Is that right?
Yeah.
They only made it in 1955.
No, 57.
Did they?
57.
Yeah, 57.
Okay.
Now, what are the pieces that you have?
I have
Do you have the tender that goes with the
I
engine?
have the coal car, I have a caboose, and then I have a flat car. The caboose is blue,
The caboose
coal
is blue,
car
the
is
coal car.
pink, and the flat car is pink. And I have the tracks
That
and the
should have been
transformer.
yellow.
Those are the ones I have. I know it was other colors, but that's
And
what
the
I
transformers are white.
have. Yes.
So what do you think for the value of that?
Well, it's too bad it's not the whole set. And there's a little bit of paint loss, which, you know, it's like buying a house by location. It's condition. But I think for the pieces that you have, you're in the $300 to $400 range.
You want to hold on to them? Put them up for
Well,
sale?
I'll entertain offers.
All right. Thanks for stopping by. I just learned something. You know, you're really good at this. This is kind of like people showing up to meet Santa Claus, I think, here. You know, it's like a big moment for them. Claire, more appraisals coming up here. Tell me what's going on in the
Well,
apartment.
see, John, now I learned there are girl trains and there are boy trains, and I have a feeling there's going to be some buying, selling, and trading among the guests in Chicago as well.
I think so.
All right, that's great. And now, let's go. Jeanette, you've come with a nodder. I've learned about nodders. Tell us about your nodder.
Well, I found it in my father's basement on the shelf behind the bar with other knickknacks. And I don't know too much about it.
Boy, has your father been good to you.
Yeah, these are terrific pieces. The baseball knives were really popular in the 1960s.
They were
did a
first
whole-
made around 1960 or 62 and imported from Japan. Original cost, $2.95.
And they came in very, very, very plain white boxes. They didn't come with boxes with maybe it might have had a paper label just glued on the top, but it was just a very generic box that they came in. And they did Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Roberto Clemente. They did a whole number of baseball
Roberto
stars
Clemente's
and
the one we have
teams.
here.
Yeah, this is Roberto Clemente, and it's also significant that this is a caricature. It is not
So
a
just nod
lifelike.
it?
Yeah, that's what
Nuts.
happens. And they also, a lot of them didn't survive because that's just a spring between the head and the body, and they break. And they were sold
They were
at
made
parks.
very
you know.
cheaply. It's
Yeah.
a very cheap.
Okay, they cost a few
plastic type
bucks to
material.
start, but what are they worth now?
$900.
900.
In that shape, maybe 600 because it has a few chips on it.
Jeanette,
It's
your mouth
amazing,
isn't
yeah.
open. Quite open yet.
From $2 to $900.
No, in mint condition,
What?
$1,100 to $1,600. It's got a few little chips.
you'd
Nothing
say-
bad. I'd say probably in the $800 to $1,000 range.
Any idea that it's worth that much?
Not really.
Really? It's a great piece. It's
Now
really
that
I'm
you
glad
know,
I kept it.
He's going to keep it or put it up for sale?
Well, I'll take offers.
Take
We'll
some
see.
offers?
Yeah.
We'll be happy to do that for you.
Thank you.
And you know what? We have our appraise-a-thon, and we also want to share some special moments. Now, did you ever know the feeling of you have one thing in your brain and something comes out of your mouth?
Oh, sure.
Okay, this is my biggest flub of the year, folks. You're about to see. William Shatner, big stars in The Apartment, and this is how I introduce the show. Last night, I got to see a movie that was so much fun. Imagine if I tell you Captain Kirk and Captain Picard finally meet. You know what movie it is? Well, Star Wars Generations, to go where no man has boldly gone before.
Star Trek!
Star Trek! Star Trek! I blew it. Star Trek. I was that excited about it.
Now, you may know me as Dick, the wise patriarch from the FX series 8 is Enough. I just want to step out of character to say thanks for making 8 is Enough part of FX. Now clean up your room, and we'll all watch together.
8 is Enough. Every day at 1, only on FX.
Happy first birthday, FX.
Hundreds of people turned out early this morning at the Riverfront Antique Mall. Why? Because John Burke and Personal FX are there for an appraise-a-thon. Good to see all of you guys out there. And welcome back now to Personal FX on our first birthday. A reminder about the items that are up for sale. And in Chicago, everything almost is up for
Great
sale.
stuff over there.
Great stuff. 212-802-0082 is our number to call. And Bob, come join us. And let's take a look at...
Hi, Claire.
Yeah, welcome. You've got a watch?
It's supposedly my great-grandfather's railroad watch.
Oh, so it's passed along
Yeah.
generation to
Right
generation.
side up, yeah. It's an Elgin watch. I think we've spoken about the Elgin
we had
company.
one on last week.
Yeah, they were in business for exactly 100 years. 1894, I'm sorry, not 94, 1864 to 1964.
And it's a railroad watch because?
I'm not sure it is a railroad watch. I think it's a Hunter case. But can we open it?
You could try over here.
Yeah? Well,
that okay with you?
This is,
Sure.
okay, the front screws off. Okay, and that's the first thing you have to do.
And what are you looking for when you open it?
Well, we want to get a look at the movement in the back because that will tell us when the watch was made, what size it is, what model it is.
There's
And
lots
you know
of
what?
details inside a watch.
I
Let me
have
see
the
if I could do it.
fingernail problems. Would you get that open for me?
So until you've done that, you really can't fully appraise a watch?
Well, you can't tell its age, and yes, you
You
can't
have to
fully
see how
appraise
good
it.
the movement is. The movement determines how much the watch is also.
Let me just grab the loop and see if I can read the number on here. You got it? Okay.
That one.
Okay, first of all, there's a trademark in here and a patent date, and I can tell you it's not silver, it's probably nickel or something. Okay, this serial number 4813485, this watch was made in 1892, and it's a 17 size watch. And it's listed as a Hunter, although it doesn't look like a Hunter case. It's probably
No, it actually
convertible.
doesn't look
So
like a
what's
Hunter
that number
case
tell
at
you
all.
about the price?
It tells me that this is worth between $125 and $175, and it generally goes by the model and the size,
Alan,
and
is
it's
that
in great condition.
$200.
Up to $200. Is this watch staying in your family?
I think we'll keep it in my family, pass
Okay.
it down to my son.
Thank you. I think your son will enjoy it. And let's go back to Chicago with more items to be appraised, John.
More items to be appraised, and we're back with Kevin Bunty. And Kevin, you are a Beatles fan, is that right?
Right, that's right.
You have
Been collecting small pieces of Beatle memorabilia for about 20, 30 years now, since I was younger.
That's good to know. Well, we have Cleon with us. Thank you for stopping by. You have Noritake China, is that right?
Right.
And it's from what year?
1937.
1937. What do you think of this?
Okay. It's a service for 12 originally, and she's missing a couple of cups, which hurts a little bit, but she should be able to find this pattern relatively easy. The M inside here means it is pre-war, and it's a china that's been made since the early 1900s.
It was made 1937.
Yeah. It's still not worth a whole lot of money, probably $150 on the set.
So what do you think? Do you want to put that up for sale, or do you want to hold on to that, Cleon?
Should I put it up for sale?
Oh, we'll take offers, I think she said. Okay, is that good? All right, we'll take offers. Thank you for stopping by. I'll have you step out this way. Thank you very much. All right, up next we have Lisa with a camel teapot, is that right?
Camel teapot.
All right, what do you think? Camel
Okay,
teapot. This ought to be neat.
It's a 20th century piece. She was led to believe, I don't know intentionally or not, that it was from the late 1700s, early 1800s, but it's not. It's,
Hey, Kevin, could you hold that still just so we can get a good shot? Great, great.
It's a little teapot. Fill it up here, and the spout is the mouth. The value of it is nominal. Once again, it's probably $20 or $30.
$20 or $30. Yeah. Well, you know the drill. You want to put that up for sale or hold on to it?
Oh, I don't know. It's my dad's. My dad's not worth that much money.
All right. So is that a no?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna keep it for $20.
All right, hold on to it. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. All right. Up next is Juanita, right?
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by, and you have a picture.
A pig.
A pig picture.
Little pig picture. This is made in the USA. A lot of USA pottery isn't the most desirable pottery. There are some that are worth some money, but this one, not a whole lot again. Probably the same value, $30, $40.
Oh, very good.
Very good. So do you want to put that up for sale or hold on to it?
I'll put it up for sale and see
All
what
right,
we get.
put that up for sale. All right. Thanks for coming by. All right. Ray's up next. You got a Civil War poster. Is that right, Ray?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I was talking to Ray a little bit ago and looked at this under a loop, and it seems to be a 20th century reproduction of a Civil War poster. so not anywhere near the value of an original poster. Probably $30 again, $30, $40.
If it was original, how much would it be? Just
Couple hundred.
couple hundred. Okay.
$200, $300.
So Ray, we're looking at about $30 there. You want to put that thing up for sale?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, FX.
Oh, thanks, FX. You're welcome, Ray. You are welcome. We have more appraisals coming to you live from Chicago. Don't go away. Personal FX will be right back.
I can't hold it still.
Well, you know, it is vacation time, and if you're planning on visiting New York City like a lot of people, we'd love to have you here in the apartment. Just give us a call at 1-800-FX-FX-FX1.
Welcome back now to Personal FX. A lot of excitement here today on our very first birthday here at FX. We've got our Chicago Appraisathon, and I can't believe all the people that showed up, but want to remind you about the number to call for the items that are up for sale. There are too many items in Chicago to tell you about, but we are getting calls 212-802-0082 for the oil can here that's worth about $75 to $100. And then we have the old-time glasses that could be from the turn of the century.
A little bit later.
A little bit later. And that even have a little thing for dust and flies and whatever, and they're worth $75 to $125. And of course, we are getting phone calls for some of the items that are up for sale in Chicago. So let's go back to Chicago, John.
Debbie and Denise have been dying to say this, so I told them we could do it.
Happy birthday, Personal FX!
Yes!
Okay, yeah. There we go. All right. Up now, we have, I believe, Shauna. Is that right, Shauna?
Yeah. Hi.
And what do you have there? You have a board game?
Yes, it's a board game. I inherited it in a house that we received just recently, and we looked around and couldn't find anybody that knew anything about it. So.
Well, Greg, you're the man.
Well, this is a 1940s rendition of current Lotto Powerball. Okay, you would purchase a license for this to put it in your store or service station, and you would pay to take a chance, and you would punch the roll out and unroll it, and based on something you would be able to win. These are available in paper collectible auction sales and shows anywhere from $60 to $100.
$60 to $100? Do you want to put that up for sale?
No.
No, you're holding on to it. Are you here for moral support?
Yes, it was my idea to be on the show.
Oh, it was your idea. All right. And your name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Okay. Up next we have Jamie, I believe. Jamie, step right in. And you, what is this? A sugar bowl?
This is a sugar bowl. It was my mother's. She's had it for about 30 years. It was a friend of hers that said, "Please hold it for me while I move. I don't want to break it," because it was her mom's, and she never came back to get it.
Okay. Victorian Rose, Schumann Augsburg, Bavarian Porcelain Blank. It has a transfer print rose decoration. Do you have the creamer that goes with it, or only the sugar?
Just that, yeah.
Well, perhaps it has for you a lot of wonderful memories as a sugar bowl to me. I always liked extra sugar on my cereal and fought to take that lid off as a child. But it really has not a great deal of value. It's under $50 because it would need it's made. It's a very fine example, and I'm sure for you has wonderful memories.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you want to hold on to it and see if they come back, or are you going to put that up for sale?
Yeah, I got to take it back home to Mom.
All right, take it on back. Thanks for
Say
coming
hello
by.
to Mom.
Yeah, say hello to
for
Mom. That's
coming.
right. Up next, Jackie. Jackie, step on in. Jackie has...
This is a vanity set that belonged to my grandmother, and she's 96 now, and she asked me about 10 years ago if there was something I wanted, and this is something that I chose. And it has a mirror to match over
It
there.
has
we also have a mirror to match. All right. Greg?
Okay, the mirror, the matching mirror and the filigree work, again here and here. It's marked on the bottom. It's made by the Apollo Silver Company. Again, the nice handwork. We've sold these in our costume jewelry type of auctions, and they're bringing anywhere from $150 to $250 for a set, sometimes a little bit more. We do have some of the staining here, but more importantly, if you look in the mirror, one says one veers into the soul.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Wow. Well, on that note, do you want to put up for sale, or do you want to hold on
I
to
think
it?
I'm going to hold on to it.
All right. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for sharing it with us.
That's very nice. Looks into the soul. Boy, wasn't that great. Hey, Jack, step on in here.
All right.
Jack's got himself, what do you got, a watercolor painting? Is that right?
Well, it's a watercolor painting. It's an original by Marty Nessler. I'm not really familiar with the artist that great, but in taking it apart after a fire at the home, we notice there's another painting on the back of it.
Okay.
Well, that's always mysterious.
This is not that unusual to find to work on the back, but please notice that it is out of a sketch pad. here, okay? And it is a watercolor. I haven't found anything readily available on this particular artist. I did have the chance to try and look for the name. And again, on the front, you'll see a little bit of water damage on the mat, okay? And again, it has been taped. It really is more decorative and probably has, you know, significant more sentimental value to you than it would have in the marketplace, and it would bring under $100 if it were placed at auction. You might consider you know, rematting it and putting it back in the frame. It's not unusual that on a student pad that the student would draw on both sides. You know, when I was a student, I ate a lot of macaroni and scratched for books, you know.
I see.
Well, what do you think? You want to hold on to that? Put it up for sale?
No, I'm going to hold it. Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thanks
for
sharing
coming
it
by.
with us.
All right, well, the mystery is solved on that one. Mary Jane, step on in. And Mary Jane, you have a tin toy from way back when, right?
Well, it was given to me in the 1930s because I was going on a trip overnight on a train. And here's the Pullman, and you open it up, and here's the...
oh, that's great.
The Pullman car and the table.
You take the table off.
Storage for the clothing.
It makes the bed. Wow. You pull this out. Here's the mattress. Maybe more. And even the curtains.
That's not a Brillo pad or a sponge there.
No,
that's the... okay.
And I played with it so much on the train because I put my doll, put her to bed, and then would get her up.
Well, Greg, I've never seen anything like this. Can you give me a value on that?
Okay. You will find...
Play School Pullman.
It's a Play School Pullman, that's correct. And it's in the original tin. I don't recall off the top of my head if this was offered with any type of a doll or seated character. I believe it was just as it is here. Look at the condition, though. We have the original paint. The decals are still there.
So what do you think on the
window's
value
pretty
there,
well
Greg?
intact. Probably we're looking at, I would say, $200 to $300. It's really quite wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Would you?
You're getting an applause here. Would you like to put this up for sale or hold on to this?
I'd like to see what offers I could have.
We will let you know. Thank you for bringing that by. Greg, you're doing a really nice job there. Thank you. So do we.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Lots of items, Claire, and lots of fun.
Oh, I love that Pullman train. That is great. Thank you, Sean. And coming up next, we're going to have big bids, but there's one more favorite moment. A few weeks back, John was in Dallas, and he was doing a muscle car super collector, so there was going to be a big race, right? John could pick any car that he wanted. And look at what he picked.
Now, that's a 1967 GT500, but you got to be a real pro to drive that thing. So we're going to let our super collector drive that one. I'm going to drive something a little more high speed. Along with his boys, Juan and Jesus. Let's go, boys. Let's go for a drive. I'll race you. More of his super collection coming up on Personal FX.
Mornings, the toughest part of the day. To help you get through, FX has got Breakfast Time, the made fresh daily morning treatment for body, mind, and spirit. For your body, we've got health, exercise, and nutrition tips from FX fitness guru Patricia Moreno. For your mind, there's news, weather, great guests, and Breakfast Time road warriors to fill you in on what's happening all across the country. And to pump a little spirit into your mornings, there's Tom, Lori, and Bob. See, your morning's a little better already. Breakfast Time, every morning at 6:30, 5:30 Central, only on FX.
Welcome back now to Personal FX, and we have big bids to tell you about. First of all, we're going to go to the road first. John, let's start with you and your big bids.
All right, let's start with me and the big bids. For the Nundial, Alice, Karen from Des Moines is offering $65.
I'll think about that.
She'll think about it. That's good enough. All right, the Lucy head vase, that's with Paige. Debbie in Rockaway, New Jersey is offering $125.
I'll consider it.
That was a yes, sort of, yeah. That's just two of the many bids that we've gotten here, Claire.
And Sharon, you got some bids on your Disney oil can from Nancy in Illinois for $100.
Well, sounds good.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. And for the glasses, Bonnie from Grand Junction, Colorado would like to offer you $130.
That sounds good, too.
Okay, very good. And John, I think I speak for both of us to say a special thank you to the staff of Personal FX because they do a great job every day in putting the show together.
So did the appraiser.